Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 42 of Let's Play Queen's Wish, the Conqueror. We are at the Ahriel border. We just made our way through to the Ahriel lands. It is a wild and dangerous land, probably the most dangerous yet. And this sign right here says, visitors stay on the path. So we probably want to stay on the path. We're going to explore the Ahriel woods today. You leave the horrible thicket of thorns and emerge for the first time in the forest of the Ahriel. You stop for a moment stunned. It is lovely. Leafy, healthy trees, broad paths, chirping birds, warm sun even when it rains. The Ahriel work with magic, and they have applied this art over the centuries to make their home lovely. For a moment, walking through their woods, you can almost become complacent. As you walk further into Ahriel lands, you start to see beyond the beauty. Sometimes, under piles of leaves, you see fragments of bone. From some of the leafy branches, you see thick clumps of spiderweb. You start to sense that you are being watched. There are no villages here, no guards greet you. That is not the way of the Ahriel. There are forests, they are lovely. Carefully tended woods are their defenses. Path to Havenland South, Sliven East. Whoa, stay on the path, bro. You finally reach some Ahriel settlements tucked in among the thick forests. You see crops, farmers, carts. After all the magic and enchanted thickets, it's strange to see normal people living ordinary lives. You don't become complacent, though. Both Sutter and Delia told you tales of lands such as this, heavy with enchantment and the gruesome fates they visit on the careless and foolish. Fairy stories to fool children, or so you thought once. You still need to meet a proper envoy of the Ahriel, though. A group of Ahriel soldiers notice you. They turn and move swiftly toward you. You admire the speed with which they move through the thick undergrowth. You also notice that some of them wield blades made of red energy, not steel. Then they get close enough to take a good look at you. They stop, look at each other, and run off to the east, heading off as fast as they can. What is going on here? You would have expected to meet a proper envoy by now. Mesidi North. As you walk past the farmers and other simple folk, they nod courteously and return to their work. Like wise farmers everywhere, they know that talking to soldiers and royalty when they don't need to just invites trouble. You approach Sliven, a proper city in the Ahriel woods. It is a beautiful place. The Ahriel are masters of woodwork, and the buildings are elegant and airy, made from long, curved logs varnished to a rich, dark hue. Yet, not all is well. Some roads are overgrown. Some of the older buildings are slumped over a little. Roofs have gaps where the tiles have blown away. It is a beautiful place, but the Ahriel are not taking the time to maintain it. Odd. Noblest on this half. You enter the Ahriel city of Sliven. You are struck by how the city is split into two halves, separated by a canal. The south half is crowded, muddy, and poor. The north half is spacious and lovely, a garden with a handful of beautiful wooden halls. The people in the south half of the town look like, well, people. Not the whimsical inhabitants of an enchanted forest, but simple farmers, merchants, and so on. When you get close to them, they find a reason to be somewhere else. They know who you are somehow, and they keep their distance. This is the trench town. Let's try going in here. We're told to welcome you. We are Ahriel. Okay, just a guard tower. One of the townsfolk bumps into you. He apologizes and passes by. Then you feel something in your hand. The man pressed something into your palm. You look at it. It's a note. It says simply, you should talk to Astara. Astara. Have a seat. I lead this trench town. This humble home has only one occupant, a middle-aged woman with pale green hair. She is an elixir drinker, the only one you have seen in this half of town. Your invasion of her home doesn't trouble her. She has been expecting you. She spreads her hands wide and smiles. I am Astara. Welcome, Prince Matthew. I honor your visit to our humble trench town. If I might have a moment of your time. I star emotions for you to sit with her at the table. She pours some tea for you. Please rest, Prince of Haven. I don't have anything worthy of your status, I'm afraid. Except information. This trench town has given me its trust. You still aren't sure why she is here. She's the only person with the green skin of the blessed who you have seen in the trench town side. So you knew I was coming. Of course, our leaders were too confused to send a proper greeting, I am sure. We small folk saw your arrival and passed the news around quickly. They neglect us, so we have to look out for ourselves. As she talks, she shoots constant nervous looks at the door as if she is afraid guards may come in at any moment. Tell me about this neglect. The blessed always had contempt for the townfolk. They are rich and we are poor. Reason enough by their thinking. Then there is the elixir. It confuses, more and more every year it seems. You are nervous. Yes, the blessed are confused, but they do want to hold on to power. I can't talk to you too openly. They might tend to me, make me disappear, even if I am blessed. You lead this trench town? I am not an official, even though I am blessed. I am only a person the people here trust. I have spent my life here in Sliven. They know me. They know my heart. They know that they are treated poorly, and they know that I want to change things. Why is your skin green? The elixir, it is expensive, bitter stuff. Every coin I have ever earned goes to buy it. Other small folk donate coins to help me buy it. I drink it to be blessed. It is the only way the other blessed will take me seriously and listen to my complaints. You do not have power here, then? We know of Haven, your reputation. We know why you are here. Let us be frank. The Ahriel were your vassals once. You want us to be so again. We should talk. I'd like to know about you. Of course, I offered to work with you out of nowhere. I need to win your trust. But then you have to win ours, too. I have sacrificed much, and I will sacrifice more. It takes bravery to talk to you. We of the trench towns have suffered greatly since Haven left. Why do you have to be brave to talk to me? The councils who rule us are not so confused that they are utterly foolish. They will not tolerate the trench towns trying to deal with Haven. We must be very careful. Still, I am willing to take the risk. How have the trench towns suffered? The high councils see ordinary Ahriel as sheep to be shorn. Sheep, sheep, she hammers the table with her fist. They claim leadership and power over us, and they do nothing to earn it. They neglect us, lost in elixir dreams. What sacrifices have you made? She holds out a trembling hand, displaying its pale green shade. The elixir. I spent much to get it, mostly my money, some given by my fellows. I drank it and let it change me to become blessed. Why do you need to drink the elixir? Our councils are formed of the blessed. The blessed claim all the power. I let the elixir change me so that they might listen to our pleas. She suddenly grows furious. She slaps the side of her head hard. Foolish, foolish me. How have the other blessed treated you? The Council of Sliven has 3 members. Yair, the dancer, cares enough to be in the city. The others stay in their mansions, dealing with their own mad business. Yair will let me into her hall. She has to. She listens to the problems of the Ahriel. Then she ignores them or mocks them. How has the elixir affected you? I will live longer, I think. I have mad dreams. Some days it is hard to control my thoughts. When I feel madness coming, I can control it, but the effort makes my body shake. Telling you this shames me. Sometimes I'm not proud of the Ahriel. I have another question. Istara pours you more tea. Occasionally her hands shake and her face twitches. Other times she giggles oddly, perhaps the effect of the elixir. I'd like you to tell me about the Ahriel. Good. The last time Haven came to our forest, it only was your Queen Sharon who visited. She only talked to the blessed, the leaders. Your kind was never interested in how we normal Ahriel struggle. What is your struggle? The blessed, the elixir drinkers, rule over us. Only they can sit on our councils. Only they choose who are on the councils. We of the trench towns are left in neglect. What are the blessed doing wrong? She is silent for a while as if she forgets you are here. Then she snaps back to attention. What? Oh, they just don't care about us. Part of that is the arrogance of the rich. Part of that is that elixir warps the mind. The result is that our proud nation slowly rots away, and they don't care. What do the trench towns think of the blessed? We used to admire them, then dislike them. Now we are angry, yet they have the wealth and the power and the warriors and the mages. If we challenge them, they hurt us. It is a great risk talking to you like this, Prince. I need to take this risk. What should be done about it? I'm not sure yet. I don't want to ruin our forest. I only want justice. I want things to be properly run. Your eyes are not cruel. Perhaps we can develop a solution together. Perhaps. Another question. Why did you want so much to talk to me? She thinks carefully about how to proceed. She is confused for a moment. Then she comes to a decision. Actually, I should not describe things to you. I should let you see for yourself. There is a council member in town, Yair the dancer. I know she will want to meet you. You should go and see her. I think it will be instructive. That is all I need. She nods. Thank you for honoring me with your presence, Prince of Haven. Conversation ends. Interesting. Yair. Sliven fine cloth. Several Ahriel are working the looms here. The Ahriel make a lot of cloth. Not good enough to get Haven's attention, but adequate. The presence of royalty makes them very nervous. They don't want to talk to you. Does anybody sell the cloth here? Guess not. Mining office. Quicksilver. Sky. Kaimil's companion in his office is a big, healthy dog. The tag around his neck reads Sky. He barks and rubs up against your legs, eager for pets. He's a good boy. Kaimil. Welcome, Havenite. This is a workshop and office full of scales, stone samples, and tools. The Ahriel do a lot of mining, mainly for Quicksilver, the heart of their potion craft. An aging pale man approaches to shake your hand. You are the Haven envoy, yes? I am Kaimil, master of mines for Sliven. Please let me assist you. Though he has no doubt worked with Quicksilver, his skin is entirely free of green tint. You are in charge of the mines in the forest. In a way, I handle claims, examine ore. I advise the younger miners and tell the older ones how to tend to their aching joints. It is brutal work digging out the precious cinnabar, even more so with all our recent troubles. Yet, we are the ones who make the foul elixir that makes the Ahriel who we are. What exactly is cinnabar? A crumbling reddish rock. Doesn't look like much at first. Heat it, though, and the precious quicksilver oozes out. Under our woods, the earth is rich in it, more than anywhere else in all the known lands. How do you make the Ahriel the Ahriel? Quicksilver is the heart of potions. A tiny bit makes a healing potion heal. Add more and you get an elixir, the brew and poison for the blessed who lead us. You have many troubles. He takes you to a desk. A map of the Ahriel Woods is unrolled on its surface, and many areas are marked with red circles. Since Haven left and our councils took over again, the blessed have neglected us. Problems appear and nobody solves them. I can't do it. I'm an old man. Tell me about the blessed. They are the ones who rule us but don't help us. I can't say more than that. There are risks. I have another question. Kaimil eagerly shows you around his office. He shows you tools, explains mining techniques, tells you tales of the Ahriel Woods and adventurers looking for claims. He seems to take real joy in it. Sometimes he bends down to scratch his dog or feed him a treat. You don't approve of the elixir. He shakes his head. Elixir is... nobody is sure what all it does. It's a solution of many herbs with quicksilver. Lots of quicksilver, and our leaders drink it. The blessed don't listen to mere miners, so they don't learn what we learn. What do you learn? Miners who work with cinnabar go mad eventually. Those who cook it to extract the quicksilver go mad faster. There is no mistaking the effect nor the source. Poor Astara is our leader. She drinks the stuff knowing what we do. She cares about our trench town enough to take in that poison so we can have a voice. What happens to the miners eventually? The mad ones, the younger miners look after them, give them simple work, keep them fed, and when they get old, they are looked after in turn. We look after our own. Do the blessed know that the elixir might drive them mad? He laughs. It is amusing. Once they denied Quicksilver had any effect, then the truth could no longer be denied. Now they say the madness of the elixir is not madness but wisdom. They think it only makes them more worthy to lead us. That's a hard thing. Thank you, Prince. Most of your rank don't bother with us. When Queen Sharon came here when I was young, she never talked to a miner. Anything else you would know? Perhaps I can help with some of your problems. I was told that you were coming here and I should try to enlist your help. We Trenchtown folk need allies and we can pay for your help. For example, you can reclaim the lost mines of Bramblespire. They are to the north, next to the Bramble Barrier. There is an infestation of spiders. The council won't give us help, but you could. Who told you that I might offer help? I would rather not say. I don't want to cause trouble. What is Bramblespire? It is an old cinnabar mine, one of the finest ones. In its declining years, still productive when we controlled it. Alas, it is by the Bramble Wall, and the stray magic oozing from that place can cause problems. For example, in this case, an invasion of giant spiders. What is my reward for your help? The pits of Bramblespire are almost played out, but a generous share of the quicksilver we get from there can go to Haven's forts. That's all for now, thanks. Let's go upstairs. Oh dang, we can steal from him. Yoink. I stole from the trench towns, that's pretty bad. Excuse me. Yeah, I shouldn't steal from the trench towns, honestly. I'm told to welcome you. Please be peaceful. Just a house. Royalty or not, the Ahriel don't appreciate people breaking into their homes. You're invited to depart. Oh, wait. Let's see what's down here. Oh, dang. We got giant recluses. Oh, looks like it's time for our favorite time of the day. A whirlwind. Alright, whirlwind. Oh, killed two of them. That one died of bleeding. What was the point of that? Dying of poison. As you pass the guards, one of them clears her throat. You are the envoy, yes? The south half of town is the trench town. Just poor folk there. The blessed, the important people are north, she smiles. Hope this helps. Snip, snip. Iantha. A woman is walking around this small park, carefully pruning the trees. She is dirty, has numerous tools hanging from her belt, and is the only person in the north half of town without greenish skin. You watch her for a bit. She trims branches and picks weeds. Then she says without looking up, I am a tender of the woods. I am Iantha. You are a tender of the woods. Yes, not the only one. There are many of us. This town is very pretty. Yes, but our trees are more than just pretty. Our forests are the greatest treasure of the Ahriel. They must always be tended to. How many tenders are there? Nobody knows. We are always wandering the forest. Many wander off into the woods and tend to a deep grove, never to return. We don't have meetings. We follow the trees. The woods are your greatest treasure. They feed us. They shelter us. They are our best defense. They repel those who would invade and control us. Sometimes they also attack those who would help us. I have another question. You spend a peaceful moment watching Iantha tend to her trees. It helps you appreciate this lovely place. Occasionally she directs you to pick a weed or hold a branch out of her way. How does one become a tender? The trees responded to me from a young age. I became an apprentice to an older tender. I learned how to listen to them and how to speak to them. It is the most honored an Ahriel can be without drinking elixir and becoming blessed. You are not blessed. No true blessed would do something as undignified as work in the sun and dig in dirt. They are too good for that. They also lack the knack. Why can't a blessed tend to trees? Controlling the trees requires great dedication and focus. Elixir has an effect on them. It keeps them from focusing. They can no longer hear the trees. Why are you telling me all this? Most tenders don't like to talk, myself included. We prefer the company of trees. I am talking to you because someone I respect asked me to. Don't ask who, I won't say. Another question. Your woods are dangerous. Yes, they are our army. They split invaders apart, consume them. Haven will never control the Ahriel, not without the agreement of some of the Ahriel. Too many paths, too many beasts. What sort of beasts are out there? Nobody can count them all. Giant animals, magical horrors. Our woods are full of enchantment. Maybe it comes from all the quicksilver in the ground. It makes for all sorts of odd beasties. How do the woods kill? The paths change. You get lost. You wander until you starve, or you are deposited into a grove full of hungry horrors. That is why I would give you advice. I would like your advice. There is a struggle here. You don't see it. Some want you here. That is why you have a chance of surviving our woods. They are still not safe. Don't enter an unexplored area until you are ready for a fight. Always be alert. She nods off, or she nods, takes a pair of shears from her belt and walks off. Conversation ends. The guards nod respectfully when you cross the bridge into the north half of town. It is even more beautiful up close. Fragrant gardens and copses of beautiful trimmed trees. There are only a few people up here. They all have greenish skin, white hair, and a distracted air. These must be the famed blessed, the elixir drinkers of the Ahriel. They don't talk to you. They only rarely seem aware that you are here. You are real. What is this? Finest brews of the Ahriel. Pula. The odor of this shop makes your nose burn and your eyes water. It mostly sells the strange alchemical concoctions of the Ahriel. The bubbling brews are tended by an Ahriel woman who is completely unaffected by the acrid air. She blinks through the haze at you. Oh, the Havenite. I expected you. I am Pula, and this is my workshop. State your business. Tell me about your shop. She sighs. Don't you know more about us? Potions and brews are the great art of the Ahriel. That is why Haven keeps pestering us, isn't it? You like to buy our potions. I also make elixir. Tell me about elixir. It is the symbol of us blessed. Elixir gives us lovely skin, long life, and beautiful dreams. The quicksilver preserves us, and it gives us the wisdom necessary to rule the Ahriel woods. Do you sell potions? Puffaw, she spits. Almost never. I deal with refined brews, elixir, and components for magical research. I don't make brews for brutish soldiers. I have another question. Pula continues to tend to her bubbling brews and concoctions. The smells and smoke only affects you more the longer you stay in here. When she works, she keeps her back to you long enough to make it clear that she's being rude. I'd like to trade with you. No, I will not sell my special and refined reagents to outsiders, especially those who would make us vassals. Then she reconsiders. But I have had problems getting necessary supplies for my work. I will not sell, but I'm willing to buy. Can I buy elixir? Pula is shocked. No, never. Do what you want. Stab me. Put me in the stocks. I will not sell a colonizer the source of all our wisdom and authority to rule. I would like to sell something. Can you use the amber orb? Oh, dog, you can use the amber orb. Sashel. That is all I need. Pula chops roots and stirs brews. She doesn't respond. Well, nice to meet you anyway, Pula. Please be peaceful. We'll get to that place. Haven should help us. Direwolf. The blessed live in this half. Blessed and envoys on this side. There is one person who's actually working in the garden half of the city. This soldier sits at a proper wooden desk, surrounded by piles of supplies and unanswered letters. When you enter, he rises and bows. I am Hartley, head of the watch in Sliven. He points at a pile of scrolls on his desk. You are from Haven. You will solve problems for us, right? You're unusually direct. That is what Haven does, though, yes? Come into other lands, make us reliant on you, then take what you want? Well, I am overwhelmed, and the council isn't helping. Our system is struggling. I will take all the help you can offer me. Tell me more about the Ahriel system. Oh, gladly. I am blessed. I know it well. Each city has a council, a triad of blessed chosen to lead us. Sometimes decisions need to be made for all of the Ahriel. Then the councils go to form the High Council at High El Hovo. That's it in a nutshell. How are the councils selected? When a counselor steps down or dies or becomes too lost in dreams, all the blessed in a city come together and argue until there is a consensus about which of them becomes the new counselor. Then they serve until they can't. Where is Sliven's council? One of them is always in the Great Hall. The other two spend time on their estates, doing the things they do. None of them pays attention to what is happening, of course. They just move around while they don't pay attention. Surely there are disagreements about who becomes a counselor. Of course, sometimes consensus can be difficult to reach. That is what assassinations are for. How do the councils make decisions? Each council has 3 members. They have problems presented to them. They decide how to respond. They vote if there is a disagreement. Then they issue their ruling and people like me do the work. It worked for a long time. How does that system work in practice now? Haven meddled in our affairs for years. Then when you left, we had fallen out of practice with using power. Our leaders had also drunk a lot of elixir. Now the councils have become detached. They don't give me enough guidance. He points at the pile of scrolls on his desk. They neglect us. Aren't you scared of criticizing them? I am blessed. I am protected in a way that the people in the trench towns aren't. It sounds very difficult. It is. That is why I asked for your help. Just let me be clear. I don't want your help so much that I would be your vassal. I will pay for aid. How are things around Sliven now? We are beset by problems, big and small. Mirelings, beasts, disputes among our people the councils won't hear. I am blessed, so I can say it. How are the trench towns reacting to our return? Your presence is giving them hope. The councils neglect them. They want change. They don't understand how much the blessed care about them. Some of them are foolish enough to want to be vassals again. I hope they will not succumb to that madness. I have another question. Hartley sits with you at his desk. There is a pile of scrolls behind you, a mountain of unfinished jobs and problems that need solving. He constantly, nervously rearranges the pile as if this helps. Why should I work for you? I will pay you. The council doesn't give me guidance, but I do have a budget. You need supplies for your miserable little colony in the center of Sacramentum, right? I can help you with that. So what would you have me do? There is a problem I don't have the resources to solve. It is in Sandalwood, so it's right that you deal with it. It's an abandoned village. Beasts have settled there, strange creatures that cloud the minds of those nearby. I don't know where these pests came from, but I want them gone. They have been waylaying and devouring travelers on the road. What was Sandalwood? It was a trading village on the road between us and you. They profited from the potions we sold to Haven. When you left, the village was mostly abandoned. Then monsters took it over. What are these creatures? Our scouts have seen big, weird beasts, half plant, half animal, scuttling around. When they were in view, even from a distance, the scouts felt faint and confused. Not the sort of thing you want lurking around the children, yes? How were these beasts created? Hartley shrugs. We have had centuries of blessed, many whom were mages. Centuries of magical experiments carried out by those lost to elixir dreams. It's a wonder we don't have more such creatures about. That's all for now, thanks. Okay, so we've got some work to do. Should it please us? You stumble onto an interesting scene. You pause to watch. Several Ahriel, none of them with green skin, wait anxiously on the south side of the stream. Many of them hold papers. They look like they're here to present petitions. A guard crosses the bridge. He shouts, "Sorry, glorious blessed Yair the dancer is busy today. She doesn't have time. Come back tomorrow." The crowd slumps off looking defeated. Council is here. Alright, let's go talk to Yair. Grrr. And this is Great Hall of Sliven. This is a gigantic, glorious meeting hall. It is centuries old, a place where the Ahriel can come together to debate, meet, or feast, and has been almost entirely abandoned. It is dim and dusty. Cobwebs are everywhere. There has not been a proper gathering here for a long time. There is only one person here, a woman in flowing ceremonial clothes, sitting behind the high table to the north. Speak and go. I am on the council. A young, tall Ahriel sits at a long table. She has pens and papers in front of her. Sometimes she even looks at them. When you get close, she rises and gives an elegant bow. Then she sits again. She looks at you disdainfully. I am Yair, the dancer of the Council of Sliven. I am stuck here bothering with city business. I assume you were let into the gardens of Sliven for a reason. Who are you? I am Prince Matthew of Haven. Yes, I heard rumors your lot had returned. Come back to Sacramento for some reason. You have some diplomatic business with me? Yes. Well, I am but one part of the council of one city in our woods. What do you want? I am very busy. The Ahriel have a treaty with Haven. You have not given us what you owe. She rolls her eyes. Blah, blah. You had treaties with us. Then the calamity happened and you fled our continent like cowards. Now you expect me to enter our halls and bluster and win our respect? Nonsense. She waves you away. I have work to do. Go away. Return when you can talk sense. Yair the dancer watches you with obvious disinterest. In the dim light, you can see the deep green shade of her skin. She's been drinking elixir for a long time. I'd like to learn more about the Ahriel. There's nothing to learn. We mind our own business. We don't want Haven here. Leave me to my work. She waves you away. I could reload and try that conversation again. Let's go talk. I have a feeling it was supposed to end that way anyway. You have seen Yair the dancer. How were you treated? She watches your actions and smiles. Yes, I thought so. Prince, I am afraid. I must take this chance. It may be the only one. I have a question for you. You are afraid. Of course, you have seen what Yair is like. Imagine what she will do to me if she thinks I am challenging her power. The elixir, it gives me courage. It makes it so easy to be angry. Angry! What is your question? I know why you are here. You want things from the Ahriel. You offer things in return. Will you be like Queen Sharon and only talk to the blessed? Or will you hear offers from the people of the trench towns? I want the Ahriel to be our vassal again. I will deal with anyone who can help me. I see. Make no mistake, I do not want to be anyone's vassal. However, our lives under the High Council are growing intolerable. Hear what offers I have to make, Prince of Haven. I have the trust of the Ahriel. You have an army. Maybe we can do business. I have considered things. I will hear any offers you have. All right, I can't make an offer yet, but I can make an offer possible. Only beware, the blessed of the Ahriel Woods will be angered if they find that you are dealing with the trench towns. I decide who I talk to. Say what you have to say. Quest advance, the Star of Sliven. If we lowly people can gain seats on the High Council, we can make things better for ourselves and for Haven. However, this trench town will listen to me. I have authority in Sliven, not elsewhere. I will need allies. Please travel north to the city of Mesidi. In their trench town, find Lonius. Tell him that you can help him gain power if the Ahriel Woods becomes a vassal again. I think he will be interested. How can I get to Mesidi? The road leads north. The signs will point that way. However, beware the woods. The blessed are too confused and cowardly to act against you directly. But the Ahriel have always been defended by this magic of our forests. The blessed are sure to turn this power against you. Tell me about Lonius. He is gruff, angry, infuriating usually. Worst of all, he is cautious. Yet he has real authority in the trench town of Mesidi. If we want seats on the High Council, Sliven's influence alone won't be enough. We will need Mesidi's help. What will the blessed think of this mission? They will be angered by it. I will not tell them what you are doing. If they find out, then the blessed fears of Haven may not be enough to protect you. So we're already, making enemies, it seems. That's all I need. She nods. Thank you for honoring me with your presence, Prince of Haven. Okay. That's this town. There's really nothing else to see here. Island Garden. Barracks. Great halls. Mining office. Fine brews. Next stop would be Mesidi. I have to see how long we've been playing. I'm in here. We haven't been in here. We're told to welcome you. Okay, let's leave. F3. See how long we've been playing. 36 minutes. We can play a few more minutes. Come here. Nothing. We'll stay on the roads. What about you guys? Group of Ahriel soldiers notice you. Oh. Let's come into this little copse here. Go talk to this guy. This remote house is cut off from Sliven by brambly thickets and heavy undergrowth. The house is old but sturdy and surrounded by long rows of herbs and carefully tended trees. An old craftsman sits outside, carefully carving a length of yew wood with a small, viciously sharp knife. He motions for you to join him. Hello, traveler. I am Calder. Hope the day finds you well. Calder sits by his fire, humming and carving a wand. He is quiet, but he welcomes your company. What is this place? It is my home, a little patch of forest where I do my work, free of foolish conversation and the whims of the blessed. What is your work? Wands and staves. I gather the wood, cure it, carve it, soak it in the proper mixtures, make it a proper conduit for magic. The blessed? You are a great envoy. You deal with the blessed personally. You don't need the opinions of one as humble as myself. I have another question. I'd like to trade with you. And I with you. However, Yair the Dancer is the blessed who claims control of these lands. Dealing with you might invite trouble. Have you spoken with her? I have. You tell Calder about your meeting with Yair. He chuckles. You were lucky. Few have such a productive meeting with the blessed who honor us with our leadership. If you have not spoken with Istara, you should. She is also in Sliven. Anyway, yes, it sounds like I can trade with you. Let me see your wares. Ahriel Horn Wand. Ahriel Bone Wand, 2 slots. Wand Blast, slowed for 2 turns, 30%. Ahriel Rod, 2-handed weapon. Weakness for 2 turns, 50%. Kind of interested in the Bone Wand. Maybe someone like you could use it. Oh, dang. Does more damage than the Arcane Blade. It doesn't have the crit, but I can put crit chance into it. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and save up for that. The Amber Orb. Sawshell can essentially use. We have to go back to our blacksmith there. Yeah, we'll definitely want to grab these. I'll be going now. Calder nods. Then he wanders off looking for some herbs for his work. Haven report. Bong bong. Oh, there was theft in the vault. Dang. You were short one resource. I was short an iron. Ooh, we're getting close on wood or on everything, but that was theft. So 178. Let me grab that bone wand. Where'd he go? Oh no. Oh no. He wandered off. I see those slimes down there. Dang. Is he gonna come back? Is he down here somewhere? This clearing is scattered with bones and trash. There's a nest visible to far end. Someone or something camped here and left a disgusting mess behind. You can't tell what the bones came from, but they've been heavily gnawed. Dang, those slimes are determined. Chasing me. Let's see if we can fight them. Some slimes and a minor monstrosity. Come along then. We'll switch to our bows for now. Love the sound effects of, oh no, of, go ahead and stun him. With the birds and stuff. It just sounds like someone took a recorder in the woods and got to recording. Come on, almost dead. Oof. Almost dead. Go ahead and whirlwind. Nice. Nice. Get out your spear and nice. Whirlwind. Cool that slimes can bleed. I like that. That one should bleed out. Nope. There we go. Well, I hope he comes back because I really want that wand of his. Dang it, I should have bought it when I had the chance. Wow, we barely avoid some stuff there. I would like to head back to... Oh. Should I reload? No. I just kind of blew my chance. Gotta live with it. I'm gonna come back here. 3 hours. Head to the blacksmith. And, Take that out of it for 7. Sell the hardwood buckler. What do I want to put into the orb? Curse resist or blessing duration? Looks like we want to put blessing duration into it. Okay, that's cool. Oh wait, we have 178. Maybe we can buy some armor. I have the iron chainmail. You have the steel breastplate. You have the enchanter's raiment, and you have the healer's raiment. Okay, so we don't really need much of anything. What about helmets, though? You've got the Ugatish sallet. We could do better than that. Ugatish sallet, bronze sallet, and Vol chain helm. We can go like bronze helm. Or even Haven leather helm. 20%. 25. 30% with 2 slots. 6 and 3 with 1 slot. Don't know why this is so expensive. 4 and 2 with 1 slot. Why is that so expensive? 20% damage. Is the lower the amount better? I don't know. Why not just buy these at 5 and 3 and put slots into them? Let's go ahead and take that off. Let's buy 'Huh. Probably want to buy the iron plate helm. Put that on. Now let's go. Throw some runes in it. See if we can buy some cool runes. Or augments. Fire turn. Magical. Physical evasion. Curse resist. Speed bonus. Let's actually throw this the steadfast augment we have. Throw that in it, and it's got another slot. 5% physical evasion. Then we'll wrap up this episode. I want to say, you guys, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed our dealings with the Ahriel. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, you've got both augments. Hope you enjoyed our upgrades we made. Very nice. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. Next time, we will head back to Ahriel lands and head north to Mesiti and explore a bit and see what we find. Take care.